into Kimberly and Knit for Brains. We're back. Our summer vacation is done. It was amazing. It was an amazing vacation. Let me just start out by saying that. And I am so eternally grateful that we get the opportunity to travel. A lot of people can't for whatever reason, so I never, ever take travel for granted, ever. This was quite an extraordinary and extended trip that we took, all of almost 7 weeks gone. And that old adage, there's no place like home, is so true. So true. I've missed you guys. I haven't done any. Do you know, I actually didn't even bring any yarn or crochet hooks or needles with me on my trip. I did bring some with me to Alaska. I made one of my little Tina coin purses. But when I went to Europe, I didn't bring a thing. So I was jonesing. I mean, it had been like 5 weeks since I had a hook in my hand. And one of the souvenirs that I always bring back from my travels, no matter where I go, I always try to find some yarn, or usually yarn, so that when I come home, I can make something. And as I'm making it, you know, I can kind of weave in the memories from my trip into that garment. That's just, you know, one of the things that I do. And it's not terribly expensive. And usually you're always supporting, you know, like a smaller business, which I love as well. So it's kind of a win-win, right? That's one of my little things. So if you've got, comment below when you go on vacation, what is your souvenir of choice? You know, people get thimbles, or they get magnets, or coffee cups, or t-shirts. Everyone's kind of got their thing that they get. My thing is yarn. I love yarn. My husband goes, all right, fine. When we went to Italy, you know, I had a list. I definitely had a list of things I wanted to get. Yarn was definitely on the list. I also wanted to get some linen clothing, which I might do a video and show you that. Also, they're known for their leather, so I got that stuff. And then we went to France. I wanted to get, they're really big on their cosmetics. I'm actually not wearing any makeup today. In France, I don't know what it is. They look amazing. Italy too. No makeup, a little bit of mascara, and they use these just really great facial products. So I actually have no makeup on today, and I'm going to try it and see how it goes. Not to mention the fact that one of the souvenirs that I brought back with me that I'm not so thrilled about is COVID. I got COVID. I don't know, I was careful, wearing masks, sanitizing, hand washing, doing whatever, but that's what I brought back. You guys are safe because you're, you know, off in the distance, but yeah, so I just didn't really feel like putting on makeup. I'm kind of in the wool noise, but I wanted to show you what I did. I did a video, showed you my haul from Alaska, and I wanted to show you my haul. I got these in Italy. Now, you're going, well, what do I care? You can't get these in the United States. Some of these I think you can. Here's the thing about Europe. They don't have the big box stores that we have here. They don't have the Michaels and the Joannes and, you know, even the Targets and the Walmarts and that kind of stuff. They don't have those. So, and my understanding is it's really hard to get yarns and things. So I kind of think maybe I take it for granted. I can just pop over to my local Michaels or Joann's or whatever to get whatever I need. They don't have those options. Even in we were in Rome and we were in Venice and we were in Florence, and they don't have those big stores. So when I got to Florence, I looked up yarn stores near me, and I found this one that said they got great reviews. And I think it was called Mika. I'll find it and I'll put the link up. Not that you'd ever go, but if you ever find yourself in Florence, check the store out. And so it was on my list. I'm like, I'm going to go find this yarn store, which is a feat in itself, let me just tell you. But I thought, it's a small town, I'll figure it out. So before I went to this particular yarn store, we were supposed to go we were on somewhat of a tour. And so we had a tour to this catacomb. In a church where they had, you know, like catacombs where they have bones and remnants of people and whatever. And we were going to go to this thing, and it was held in this particular church. So I thought, well, this yarn place looked close. And I showed it to the tour guide, who was a really good friend of mine. And I said, you know, this is where I want to go. And he said, I think it's on the way. So we're heading over to this church, and there's this huge, what they call piazza. And these are big squares, you know, and they have a lot of these, kind of a communal area. And so there's a church we're going to, and we're walking to it. And my cousin who was traveling with us said, that's a yarn store down in there. And I thought, so literally you had to walk down these stairs into kind of a basement store that happened to be in this piazza connected to the corner of this church that we were going into. I would not, I'm telling you, I would not have found this place, even though I had directions. I had walking directions ready to go. There's no sign on the outside of the wall. You literally had to crouch down, look into the store, because it was underground, which you saw was kind of like the very top of the wall, and that's where the store name was. I would never have found it, even though I had the directions. But I was really excited. So we went in, I did the tour. I'm like, yeah, okay, gotta go. So I walk in this woman's store. I think she was as surprised to see me as I was to find the store. This is not something that's on the beaten track. This is off the beaten track. This is not a souvenir store. This woman spoke not a lick of English. Usually, I mean, I speak this much Italian and I speak about that much French, enough to get by. This woman and I, but we had the universal love and language of yarn, and I was able to make this happen. So this can happen. So I went down in there and I told her where I was from and I wanted to buy some yarn, and it was not terribly expensive. Okay. In Italy and France, their currency is the euro. And right now and we were there, it's about a 1-to-1. In other words, $1 to €1. Oftentimes, it's like the dollar is $1.60 to €1. So for €1, you pay $1.60. So it can be a little expensive. In this particular instance, right now, the dollar is really strong, and so it's like 1-to-1. So that's pretty good. So I found these yarns and I wanted to show you. Now this brand here is called Katia. I have found this in websites, rather, not like at your Michaels or Joann's or whatever, but I have been able to get this in the US. And I do like this yarn. I actually found this in France as well. You could probably get this if you go to hobby.com. It's a very, very nice yarn. It is not a real exclusive. This is more of like if you're going to go your mass market, this is one of them. This isn't your like boutique-y hand dyed. It's called Katia, and it's 100% you, it says. Well, that's nice. It is, but I can read the label even though it is in Italian. It is 50% cotton and 50% polyester. So this wasn't terrible. I think this might have been like €10 a skein, okay, which is like $10. But each skein has quite a bit in there. Each skein doesn't tell me exactly what it is. It's quite a bit. I'll have to figure out what it is. How much, where is that in there? It doesn't show me. Okay, I'm sorry, it doesn't show me how much is it, but I'm gonna figure this is at least like 400 and some odd yards. Now, this brand, Katia, I was looking at, is actually, it's shedding a little. It's actually from Spain, but I bought it in France and also in Italy. But this is a cotton. I like the colors. It's really, really soft. So figuring this is like 800, 900 yards, I could probably make like a shell or something like that out of it. So I got this one. This one I really liked. This is actually Italian. This is called Cessia. And this is a batik, and it's 98% cotton, organic cotton, and then 2% polyester. And this is 93 yards. And I actually got 2 of these because I really liked these 2 colors, and I thought I'll do something with them together. I don't know what the colors are. They just have lot numbers, 1860 and 4180. But they're very pretty. They have a little bit of a sheen to them. Like I said, 98% cotton and 2% polyester. So probably, and they do go nice together because you can see there's some blues in there and then there's some purples, so they complement. Probably going to do like a scarf or something with this. But because there's not a lot of stretch in this, so probably would be good for a hat. Definitely like a cute little scarf or something like that with those. This one here, this is wool for sure. It's a felting wool, And this is, it says Feltro print. It is, let me look here on the inside. I liked the color. This might even have been on clearance. It was probably the only one that they had. So I can add this as an accent to something else. It gives me, what do I get? What do I get out of this one? How much? It doesn't tell me. Doesn't tell me how many yards. Oh dear. But it is Italian. It is a wool. It is a felting wool. They show you that. Oh, I'm sorry. There it is. 50 grams. So 50 meters. Yeah. And this is definitely, this is Lana Grossa. And if that's true, Lana Grossa is a European. I think it's like a Dutch or German. So not from Italy, but it is from Europe and it is pretty, and I bought it in Italy, so it counts, right? It counts. But this is a nice felting yarn. So, and this would be like, if you're going to do like a, you're going to make something and then you're going to felt it, this would be perfect for that. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but you will find it. You will see. I will tell you. I will do an update. This one here, this is Mondial. Now, this is merino cotton. I believe it feels like a cotton. Oh, maybe it's a wool. Maybe it's a wool. Yeah, pure virgin wool. 220 meters. And this is from Italy. This is Lane Mondial yarn, and that's the website. I'll include it as well. They don't give, like we give names of colors. They just kind of give lot numbers. But I really liked these two together. And this is probably about 440 meters, so 440 yards, something like that. So this would be nice for maybe a scarf, a shawl, something like that. But I really like this as well. This was my Italian yarn haul. This is my souvenir. What's also nice about it is it packs up really well. So even if you don't go to Europe, you could go to Alaska. You could go on a road trip anywhere. That's just my thing, you know? I get this. It's easy to pack. It's squishy. And I can weave my memories into my projects when I make them. So these are some of my souvenirs that I got from Italy. I did another video. I showed you what I got from Alaska. This is my Italy haul. I got these in Florence. Unfortunately, we were in Venice and I saw this adorable yarn store. But my husband said I had already blown my yarn budget. So I didn't buy any yarn in Venice. I bought other stuff in Venice, but I didn't buy any yarn. But this is really pretty. I think this is beautiful. So I'm going to make something lovely. And I will be coming back to you and showing you this is what I got. So this is my Italian yarn haul. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for sticking around. We're back, we're back, we're back. I'm going to be doing some more videos, not only just on the yarn. I'll be back to those, but I'll be doing some videos on our travels. We went and saw some just amazing, breathtaking things. So I'm so grateful that I get to travel. I consider it really an honor and a blessing to be able to do that. So I'll be sharing with you. But comment below if you are doing any travels. It seems like a lot of people are coming out from under the COVID cloud and they're like, I'm going to be out there traveling. So if that's you, comment below. Tell me where you've been, where you're going. Even if it's a road trip, even if it's just getting out of your own city and your own house. What are you doing for the summer? I'd love to hear about it. All right. Thanks so much for watching. We're back, and I will be back soon with more videos and more fun stuff. Thanks.